7th grade. This is Ms. Staff. I'm doing a weekly little video to help you understand what the expectations for this week's lessons are. And as you can see on the screen, it's the weekly assignment from March 30th through April 6th. In the background, I'll try to let you see, I've got my faithful pet Momo falling out of her bed there. Okay, so at the top of this page you see, remember, only work for the amount of time that I recommend. So if, for instance, I've allotted 50 minutes or 90 minutes towards an assignment, please set your timer and stop once those 15 minutes or 90 minutes are up. Then you will upload that to ManageVac with a little note on the bottom. I got this far through the assignment, I still have this to do. That allows me to give you feedback on that strand that you can use going forward towards your summative, because we will be working on summative A and B through April 20th. So use that. Don't just finish one assignment and then move on to the next. Do look at those times that I recommend for each, and know that going forward next week you'll have time to finish up some of those other assignments that you didn't finish this week. So we are going to head over to our podcast lesson. And I would like you to meet me tomorrow for our Zoom meeting, tomorrow, Tuesday, depending on when you're going to watch this. And I have on the page in front of you all the times and the classes where you're going to meet. Make sure you log on a few minutes before that start time or right on time, because I'll be giving some information at the beginning, and then towards the end of your 30 minutes, you'll be able to ask me some questions. Now, like I said, we will be continuing to work on some of these past strands. So step 1 for this week is to continue to work on your SMART questions and your research answers. I'll add about 20 minutes towards that this week, and then we will continue to work on that next week as well. Step 2 is continue analyzing those 3 existing products. If you didn't start that video for me, this would be your opportunity to start that as well. Now we're getting on to the new stuff. So step 3 is going to be strand A4, where we develop a design brief. We already did our design problem, and this is much like that, but this is your answer to NPR. How am I going to fix all your problems? Now, I've asked you for a little bit more in this design brief, so you will notice that I allowed you 300 words, and I have those whole list in red of those points that I need you to address in this essay. When you're done, you're going to upload that to ManageVac. Do title it Design Brief so I can find it. Upload it to ManageVac and make sure that it is not an image, but it is a PDF. The PDF allows me to annotate your project, and so you'll be able to go back into your project and look at those annotations and see what I have written and what you have done well and what you might need to correct. Then we're finally starting B, and on B I have some helpful resources here, some videos for you to watch about specifications. We're going to begin writing our specifications. And on this page I've given you some examples of great specifications and not great specifications. So take a look at those. You will see the table. I know you love tables. I do. And it is a design specification table. Now, I'm not trying to be redundant, but really our analysis from our existing products will help you understand what your specifications need to be. So in this table, over on the left-hand side, you're going to see your Access FM, and from that, the results. Just make some bullet points here to help you. The results, the analysis of the 3 existing products. Is this information primary or secondary? Is this essential or desirable for success of your project? And this last column, these are going to be your specifications. Look back to those suggestions about what makes a good specification and what makes a bad or a vague specification. Just make sure that you've got those SMART specifications right on. All right. Then we're moving on to strand B2, which will be developing your feasible design plans. Now, I added a couple of templates here that you can look at and that tailor these design plans to be exactly what you need. But these, in the table I provided you, these are things that I need to see in your plans. Remember, you do need to make 3 plans. From that, we will eventually choose one. But each of your plans should have your design podcast name, your podcast description, some logo art. And this is just kind of a practice session for you based on your analysis, what would make your perfect podcast. So, down here at the bottom, I will always include this checklist. And as you can see, I have the wrong date here. I have the wrong date here. I will update that in just a minute. It should say April 6th. But these 3 steps here are what you actually need to upload to ManageFact. They will be informative. And at the bottom, I go over again that we are doing strands A1 through B2, and it's all right if you don't have these completed. What I am looking for is enough to give you good quality feedback that you can use going forward so that these strands are great by the time you turn them in for your summatives. Email me as always if you have any questions. I'm happy to answer and make videos like this in order to answer the questions. And if I don't hear from you, I hope you see you on Tuesdays through Zoom. Bye, class.